Hey everybody and welcome back to Let's Play of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. It is time to press the witness. How do you know what time it was? Because I am always absolutely perfect, you know? No, you're not getting away with that. You're so mistrusting, Mr. Liar. So, what was the proper term for secretary again? Anyway, Miss May ordered room service for 9. It happened soon after the room service arrived. That's what Miss May said too. Yeah, I'll back. I don't see anything to gain by attacking you on this point any further. Okay, what were you doing at this time? I was quietly pursuing for— Why am I reading this? By window, you mean the one directly across the face of the law and co-offices? Correct. That is the only window, you see. And there you were reading papers? Correct. The Gatewater is a businessman's hotel, and I am a busy man who had business to do. That sounded weird. Oh, wait. But lamb? It must have been when you attacked, assume. We see, continue. Press again. So you were reading your papers until you heard that sound. But of course, I am the snoop peeping out of windows at night. No snoop? Yeah, right. You better carry her out of snooping. Spiky haired? Wow, that's all you got to say, Phoenix? Seriously? What you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated that his hand would look like a girl. I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Liar. Just what is your eyesight? Counting both eyes, 40. 40? Don't add them together. I think the witness is trying to say his eyesight is good. Hey, whose side is the judge on anyway? And what did you do then? You did? What was Miss May doing at the time? She had just finished watching a soap opera on the TV and was weeping openly. Did you know she had been taping the Fey off his phone? Irrelevant. That has nothing to do with the case at hand. I cannot. I would answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone of this Fey woman. You'd make a good politician, Mr. Wright. Oh, after all, I am Herr Presidente. Please continue. Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course, comprende, understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You give chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As we know, I am always supposedly perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. The victim ran to the left and you give chase. Oh, Dad. I remember. Where is my testimony? The victim dodged an attack and ran to the right. No, that just won't do. Objection! Wait right there. Mr. Wright, you dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated the victim ran to the right. Oh, it is simple. You have misheard of. I think not. Look at the floor plan. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left, as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Or strange? I did see her run to the left. I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. Maybe he already did see the victim on the left. So he did witness the killing. Wait a second.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
Miss Smith says right, and Mr. Wright says left. Can you explain this contradiction into the court?
Both are right. Both witnesses are telling the truth, for once. I dubbed it. Rather, that is not clear on the contradiction. There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting bank accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the will teller. Words are coming out weird from my mouth.
Mr. Wright, what do you mean?
Yes, what do you mean he was not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Fey & Co, of course. More specifically, he was standing there. Show the court where Mr. Wright was standing. Very well. I believe you are the killer. This is where he was. Look. When the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes and little tales. That is where the killer was standing. Why am I always doing accents for everybody?
Order! I will have order! Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom would be condemned in contempt.
Oh my.
Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting?
That's peculiar. The positions of the defense are distortion of the truth, Your Honor.
Indeed, it does seem a bit far-fetched.
Ho ho ho. You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Liar. What now? He's laughing? The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more?
Very well, let's hear your revised testimony.
Good luck. You can fix a broken testimony, buddy. She ran to the left. Miss Smith's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she ran to the left. And then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. That is what this piece saw. You see, you hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Younger?
That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness testimony?
You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. I don't even have to look for the mistakes here. I know what the mistake is. 2 blows. The final blow. I'm sorry, but a blow. Objection! Mr. Wright, the victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. Wright, wasn't it you who told this court you were absolutely perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break.
Yes, quite.
The witness is confusing because he's... The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice! Don't let him get away!
Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony...
The cross on my side. No slipping out of this now, White.
Mr. White?
Okay. Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard the thing fall. Well, the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. Then you did her in with a skill blow. Twap!
Twop indeed. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination.
Mr. Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over. Well, he's become a lot less talkative now, hasn't he? I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. What did you hear? You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? The glass light stand. Right, the one that had fallen over at the scene. Phoenix, doesn't something about that strike you as odd? Yeah, that is odd. I press further. Mr. Wright. What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes. But changes testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad.
That's what Wright's testimony.
Okay, of course. Our light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. Hold it. How the fuck do you see that? From the window. I wonder if it works. Mr. White. It was impossible for you to have seen the glass stand. What? Look at this.
These are the floor plan to the scene of the murder, yes?
Correct, Your Honor. Now look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White, what do you have to say to that? The curiosity. Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen this stand before it fell over. In fact, you would have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shard as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that I fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fey law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place.
Mr. Wright?
Mr. White? You did it, didn't you?
Mr. Your Honor?
Miss Mia. Looks like we're about to get her verdict. That's fair enough, Phoenix Wright. What? Oh, I forgot about it, dwarf. Mr. White. I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now? What? I said you should confess your crime. There you go. Confess that you played the wiretap. The wiretap?
Order! Mr. Hedroff, explain to the court what you mean by this.
Distinguished members of the court, Mr. Wright is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. Wright is the CEO of Blue Court. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tell the law offices of Miss Fey.
What does that have to do?
Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office and by who? No, you wouldn't. Mr. White, In order to play the Wright app, you entered Miss Fey's office. Am I correct? Correct? You are most correct, Miles. Oh, come on, give me a break! Yes, in order to play the Wright app, I breathed the Fin Cool offices. That is when I saw the Turkish flag stand.
Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court that all this means, Mr. Edgeworth.
Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Felix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand, at the very moment of the murder. 2. Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. Wright was the murderer.
I see.
However, it is a fact that Mr. Wright had been to the office well before the murder took place. He went to play the Wright app. He could have seen the glass like stand then. Here you go. Mr. Felix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture it is.
Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this Wright app.
Leave it to me. I will faint. It was the beginning of September, the week before the birthday. I had entered the Fan Call offices. Of course, I had done so to play the Wright app. That is when I saw this glass-like stand.
So you saw the stand before the time of the incident, and this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over by the sound.
Correct. That is right.
I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine.
What am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix. I don't think I have any evidence to present here, so I'm just gonna press everything. Did you have proof? Miss April May knew the details of Miss Fey's phone conversation. This proves that the Wright app was played before the murder. Right. Was it really you that went into the office? Or was it Miss May? Unidentified fingerprints several days ago were found in the Fay and Carlo offices. Those were obviously Mr. Wise. If I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints. Now, Mr. Wright, tell us why you went to the Fay and Carlo offices. Come on, keep on pressing. Why did you tap Mia's phone? This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Brookup is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. Why did you notice something as innocuous as the light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a British thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Damn it! There's nothing there for me to press him on. Oh well, maybe it's not enough that I can bluff something out of him. What? What if I can pressing on the same thing? It's the same thing. I got nothing. I know. No. It's just repeating the same thing over and over again. Uh-oh. Don't tell me we're out of ammo. I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably. No more. I can't take this anymore.
Mr. Wright, are you giving up?
Yes, Your Honor. What? Phoenix! Phoenix, over here! I know that voice. Mia? Never give up, Phoenix. Mia? Where am I? Waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost a trial. I was hallucinating. Ah, you're finally awake. Hey, Phoenix! Jack, that's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. You're... Maya? Didn't you know the Fey woman have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears that was enough for a shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So, Maya is sending you, Mia? That's right, I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now, I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up, and you can't either. That's what I came here to tell you. But we don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen, you've already won. Huh? You have that receipt in the court record, right? Oh, yeah. The one you wrote Maya on. Phoenix! Wright wrote it! Not me! So what do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, base spender. Item, glass like stand. Date of purchase, September 4th. September 4? That's right, Phoenix. I bought the stand the day before I was killed. Whoa! Now, what did Mr. Wright say in his testimony? It's not the beginning of September, the week before the murder. He said he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go to it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. Now you just have to prove it. Right. Well, that was a close one. Now, when we come back next time, we are going to win this.